Okay, welcome to this fantastically exciting video on how to calculate sales tax. So you'll see I've got my little calculator here. It might disappear when I click something, but we're not going to worry about that. It'll be back in a moment. And let's go. Okay, so you go to the store and you buy something. Let's say you buy some new shoes. So the cost of your shoes is $49.59. And you need to pay for these shoes, but you're going to have to pay something called HST, the Harmonized Sales Tax. Okay, that's what HST stands for, which happens to be 13% in Ontario. Okie dokie, artichoke. So how are we going to do that? All right, so we've got $49.59. We'll just clear that up. So we need to do $49.59 times. To convert our percentage to a decimal, it looks like this: 0 and 13, which we would actually say that as 0 and 13 hundredths. For purposes of today, we'll just call it 0.13. So that's what we're going to be typing into our calculator. So let me click my little calculator button. There we go. So I have my calculator on my screen. So in your calculator, you're going to type the cost first, or as we discussed in class, the subtotal. And then we're going to multiply that by 0.13. And that is our sales tax. And you're like, oh, that's a lot of numbers and they scare me. Okay, thinking about our rounding rules again. Oopsies. Well, that's just frustrating. Here we go. There we go. Thinking about our rounding numbers again. With money, we're just going to these two decimal places, right? $6.44. But the question is, right now, is it really $6.44? So let's look here behind the second decimal place. I see a 6. And if we remember our rounding rules, who's that knocking on my back door? So who's knocking on the back door of our 4 is the number 6. Who's that knocking on my back door? 5 or more, raise the score. So we see that it's a 6. So that means this is actually going to raise it to 45 instead of 44. So $6.44 would be our tax in this situation. Okay, so let's write that down. So $6.45 would be our tax to get the total cost of those shoes. So what I'm actually going to have to pay, and maybe I'm paying on my debit card, I'm going to need to add, right? I have to add, here we go. I have to add the price of the shoes plus the sales tax. So 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry my 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. So my 0 goes there. My decimal point drops down. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 6 more is 16. Carry my 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. So my answer is total. My total cost, what the actual money that I need to pay, is going to be $56.04. Let's look at one more example. There we go. We'll clear that. So you go to the toy store and you're buying something at the toy store. What might we buy? We're going to buy like a Pokemon trainer box. So the Pokemon trainer box costs $34.89. And we know there's tax on that. And we know the tax is 13%. So we can do 34.89. So $34.89 times, on our calculator, 0 and 13 hundredths. Okay, that's how we write a percentage in decimal form. I'm going to pop back over here to our calculator and let's do that. So $34 and is your decimal point, 89 cents times 0 and 13 hundredths, or we would say 13 percent. So that's going to be 0.13. And we get 4 and 5,357 10,000ths. And that makes your head hurt. You're like, what are you talking about? So again, let's look over here carefully. We go to 2 decimal places talking about money. We're going to look behind the 3. That's second decimal place. Who's that knocking on the back door of the 3? It is a 5. So 5 or more raise the score. The 3 is going to go up by 1. So it is going to be 54. So we have $4.54 in tax. We'll come over here. So we have $4.54 in tax. Okay. And to calculate the total cost of what we're purchasing, we're going to take the purchase price for those Pokemon cards, which is $34.89, and we will add to it. And need to be more careful. I wasn't so careful last time. What did we say it was? Let's go back. Hold on. 54 cents. $4.54. So 54. Being very careful to line up my decimal points. And 9 plus 4 is the same as 10 plus 4 is 14. So 9 plus 4 is 1 less. That's 13. Come up here. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. So 9 plus 5 must be 14. Bring my 1 over here. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 4 more is 9, and 3 plus nothing is 3. So the actual cost for that Elite Trainer box or whatever you're buying for your Pokemon is $39.43. So the big thing to remember when you're trying to do this is in your calculator. It's much better when I sing. In your calculator, what you would type is whatever you're buying, the cost of whatever you're buying, times, and then in decimal form, that's what your percentage would look like. Okay, so that's what you're punching into your calculator. And then we do those rounding rules. Okay. And I look at those rounding rules. Again, $1.59. But there's a 2 behind it. Who's that knocking on my back door? 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So I'm looking at this because there's a 2 right here. That means everything in front of it's just going to stay the same. The 9 is going to stay the same. So my sales tax in this case would be $1.59 in tax, which is what I would add to the cost of whatever it was that I was buying. And that would give you the total of what you have to pay. Take some time to practice this. You might even want to go on Amazon and just look up the cost of things you would like to buy and then calculate the tax on that to see what it is. You can always check with your grown-ups at home or older brother, older sister, older cousin who is well-versed, which means knowledgeable in calculating taxes. Okay. We will continue to practice in class. Hope this helps you out, and I will see everybody later. Bye-bye.